about limiting beliefs today. What kind of thoughts or belief systems do you have that keeps you stuck, that keeps you where you are? And it could be in any area of your life. If I'm talking to moms, I call this mom guilt. There's a lot of mom guilt. And I felt the pressure of the mom guilt of who I was supposed to be as a mom and how I was supposed to be as a mom. Are you using your kids as a reason to succeed and grow and get better? Or are you using them as an excuse to stay where you are, to avoid fear? One thing that's really difficult, one limiting belief that's really difficult to get over is I need to be at everything, right? I need to be at everything my kid does. I need to participate in everything. And it comes from a good place because there were absentee fathers. There was a time when I was growing up where the dads worked and they didn't participate in the kids' lives. Then you have latchkey kids that were coming home from school on their own, and their parents were either one or both parents were working. There was nobody home with them. And then you have, two working parents and kids in daycare and after school care. And there legitimately are kids that have been hurt by the fact that their parents weren't around or didn't care to be around. But we've gone too far the other way if our belief is that we have to be at everything. And I participate in a lot of what my kids do and have done. And I can't be at everything. I just can't. So that's a limiting belief. If I believe I have to be at everything, it keeps me stuck and it keeps me from progressing and it keeps me from having the hard conversations with my kids that says, hey, I love you and I can't make it today. And what are you setting your children up for in the future? It's an expectation or a limiting belief that you're giving to them if you aren't willing to have the hard conversation with them. So there's nothing bad about, this belief and other beliefs. You don't want to label it good or bad. It's how it controls your behavior. Is it unconsciously controlling your behavior? Are you operating out of this belief system without using your thoughts? Is it just running your life and you go on autopilot? Because that's the part that holds you back. If you think about it and you're like, you know what, that's a value that I have. This is a value that I have, and this is important to me, and I'm going to have that as part of my life. Then it's not a limiting belief. It's a choice. And so if we label things good or bad, then we can use that as guilt for ourselves, and we can use that as judgment on others. And so we don't want to label them as good or bad. We just want to take this belief and be conscious about it. It's not running my life without me thinking about it. I want my values and the things that are important to me to be one thing. And then I want to make sure that I'm not utilizing programming that I don't even realize is happening in my brain that's limiting me and keeping me stuck. So what other limiting beliefs? I just gave you one simple one. What kind of limiting beliefs have you noticed in your life? Do you think might be keeping you stuck? Maybe you don't know. So let's have a lively conversation about this. I want to hear, what kind of belief systems and beliefs do you have that you think might be holding you back and keeping you stuck? And let's see how we can help each other reprogram, reprocess, reframe some of those beliefs and use them for good in our lives and to help us achieve what we want to achieve. So thank you for listening, and I just want to wish you all the best to go live your life of abundance.